Dylan Kwasniewski out in front. You think this qualified as driver's ed when he was 15?
You would think it would. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, what talent this young man has. And as Phil mentioned, another 15-year-old in the E-Series, and Chase Elliott, son of Bill Elliott.
Well, Dylan's all of 16 right now, though, because he turned 16 while we were running this series this year.
So he now has a driver's license.
Yeah, certainly old enough to have a driver's license anyway. He wasn't before when we started.
It is still just amazing to me what 16-year-olds can do. I love the talent of a Darrell Wallace in the East. It's just amazing.
It's really incredible, the talent that so many of the teenagers we have in this series, both East and West.
You know what it's done, though, is it's made it tougher when you get to the Nationwide and the Cup Series for the older guys to fight off these guys for rides.
And essentially, it's pushed some of the older drivers out of the series that have been in the series for a long time.
Moses Smith now getting some pressure from Chad Boat. Well, some smoke showing on the car of Justin Funkhauser in that 5. He may have an engine problem.
The brake rotors glowing on the 98 car of Chad Boat. There's Eric Holmes right now. That battle continues with Brett Thompson in the 61.
You really do use up some brakes on a track like this.
Certainly do, especially when you're running in traffic right now. Chad Boat trying to get by Moses Smith. You see him dive to the inside, looking for a little grip down there, looking for a little bit of an opening. Not quite able to get the power down to get underneath.
And Chad Boat's another guy. Came here absolutely nothing to lose, like Alex Bowman in that 59. Negotiating their way through some lap traffic.
They don't have to worry about points. All they have to do is worry about is running as well as they can and trying to get the good finish.
Phil, and I know you have been around some of this, and folks wonder, well, how in the world can a guy 16 years old jump in a race car and be good? Well, these people actually start racing when they're 4 and 5 years old sometimes, and there are so many series for young kids.
And it's really incredible, the opportunities for the young kids. You can start racing quarter midgets or go-karts at 4 or 5 years old. Then you can move up to the Bandoleros, as we see a great battle for 5th here. Brett Thompson trying to get by Eric Holmes. You can move up to Bandoleros at 8 years old, and then legend cars at 12 and 13. It's amazing. I never turned a competitive lap in my life till I was 20 years old.
And I think most drivers of your era, that was the story. But these guys.
Was that a nice way of saying drivers of my age? Was that a nice way of saying?
I was trying to be diplomatic. I really was.
I appreciate it.
But now these guys get 15, 16 years old, and they've had a lot of seat time. They've actually had a lot of time where they've been racing side by side, and they know what to do on a racetrack.
Oh, without a doubt. Jeff Ford started racing when he was 4 years old. He was maybe one of the first of that breed to come in with years and years. Oh, a little bit of contact. Brett Thompson knocks Eric Holmes into the outside wall.
50 laps to go, and you wonder if Thompson's going to get a little payback from Eric Holmes if he can catch up to him.
I think that time Brett Thompson, certainly that wasn't intentional. He was trying his best to get by Eric Holmes. He wants to chase down that 6 car of Martinez, but they certainly made some contact, and I know Eric's not going to be real thrilled about that.
I'm actually surprised we don't have any more bent-up race cars than we do.
Just one caution flag so far for that spin by Michael Self has been it.
Phil, I'm still seeing some smoke coming out of Justin Funkhauser, and while he doesn't have a shot to win, if that's some oil coming out of there, that could spell trouble for some of our guys up front.
Yeah, certainly make this racetrack slicker. That smoke has been coming. I believe it's getting worse. Looked like caught a glimpse just a moment ago of Luis Martinez. He has chased down Greg Pursley, so he's right behind Greg Pursley in that battle for 3rd.
There you see Carl Haar, who is now a couple of laps down.
Greg Rail in the 0-1 car. Greg had a top 10 run at the Bull Ring at Vegas this year, finished 9th.
Carl Haar, of course, he and his son Darrell run in this series.
Both former champions of the CAS car, the old CAS car series, which is now the NASCAR Canadian series, Canadian Tire Series.
Yeah, it's, there's a lot of support for stock car racing in Canada.
Yeah, a lot of support, a lot of great sponsors that participate in that series in Canada.
The nationwide race, they're always popular.
Yeah, very, very much so in Montreal.
Kwasniewski still out in front, and a good portion of this field has gone a lap down now.
See Alex Alex Bowman right now, currently 5th in the East standings. Had a 3rd place run at Greenville. His first time out ever in the series. He finished 3rd at Greenville this year in their first race.
Incredible.
He's hanging right with Kwasniewski.
That's Daryl Haar, the son of Carl Haar in that 71 car, who's going another lap down.
Daryl had a 5th place finish here in 2008, which is ties his career best.
You know, Phil, on a track like this, lap traffic can come into play in a big way as far as taking the lead.
Without a doubt. And Alex Bowman right now is just sitting there ready to pounce on Kwasniewski if he gets in any sort of problems with a lap car or gets out of shape. You see Michael Self, the 21 car, that caused our only caution flag by spinning out right in front of Kwasniewski right now.
Dylan Kwasniewski, incredible. This 16-year-old, he has led every lap of this race.